Welcome to the first episode of Operation Curvy Calories. I just thought it could be fun. So the first thing I want to do is I went onto my Instagram and I said, send me a question, send me a statement, send me something you want me to clarify. It could be anything, but send it to me in a voice memo and I will play it, but it has to be 30 seconds or shorter so I don't bore anyone and so it's not like too long or anything. So I have gotten quite a few messages, not gonna lie. I have not listened to any of them. I will not be showing usernames or anything like that, but I figured we could start with that because I'm kind of excited to do it. So I'm just gonna like choose a few and like just see what happens. Long time ago, I'm talking maybe like 7 years ago, I used to do Snapchat Q&As where I would have you guys send me video form like a question and I would like show you guys on camera and stuff. So it kind of reminds me of that. It's like old school in a way.
Hey Amberlynn, it's Maggie. So Becky said you were a good singer. Why don't you sing Malibu by Miley Cyrus for us and actually give it your best shot?
It took you 7 years to finally have some sort of interaction with your community that is not dumb Instagram QAs? That's a shame, really. It's funny you set things like this up, but then proceed to act petrified as if you can't edit out the bad ones. Interesting. Is this also PTSD, since you like to use this term very loosely over a pair of shoes?
All right, let's go.
Hey girl, I just saw your story post about sending you voice memos instead of written questions. So here's my question. Are there any Lego sets or Lego adjacent sets that you have your eye on that you're looking forward to getting soon? Also, love you. Okay, hope this is under 30 seconds. Okay, bye.
Yes, it was under 30 seconds. So there are some Legos that I'm interested in. The one that I want like really bad is almost $900. It is a Star Wars Lego. I kind of separate, you know, the actual franchise with the Lego because I just like the Lego. I don't really know. It's like a Falcon moment. I don't know. I'll put it right here. This is what it looks like. I'm very interested in that Lego. And thank you so much for the question. All right, so let's choose another one. So far, so good. Like, I'm kind of nervous, like, what's gonna pop up, you know? Okay.
Hi, Amber. I was just wondering, how long were you and your girlfriend dating before you decided to move in together?
How long were we dating before we decided to move in together? I think it was like, oh my God, I'm so bad with timelines. It was like a couple months, I would say. And thank you so much for the question. Wait, this is low-key kind of fun.
Hey, Amber. Okay, so what is the one video in your entire YouTube career you absolutely regret posting? I'm super curious because I have a lot of old Facebook, old Instagram photos I regret posting and
Relatable.
Tumblr posts, so quite curious. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much for the question. And that is honestly totally relatable because I have a lot of Facebook posts from like when I was like young, like 20, 21, where I no longer think that way, feel that way, am that way. So I totally get that. But I think the biggest one that I regret posting video wise is without a doubt me sharing a past relationship that I was in.
You kicked and screamed till it was making hate. Forget making love when the love was gone. RAPE, rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word. Rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word. Rain and petals, eavesdrop. I used the wrong word.
I regret it more than like probably anything I have ever done on YouTube. So that was honestly really fun. I enjoyed that. I could make a whole video. I could probably sit here and do this for hours. So the next thing I want to talk about is, I know you guys hate when I talk about books. Okay, so next update is people always ask like, are you gonna go back to college? Like if you did go back to college, like what would you do, etc., etc. So if you guys don't know, I actually did go to college. I only completed a year. So let me explain. I initially went to college because I wanted to be a teacher. It's something I wanted to do a lot, like especially when I was younger. So when I ended up going there and saying like, you know, I want to be a teacher, they kind of talked me into, I feel like it was massive manipulation now that I'm like older and like
It's funny how now you claim it was manipulation when you went to school for criminal justice, which was an online college, and you claimed you wanted to be a caseworker since you were in and are of the foster homes, and knew how it was and knew you could help other children. Now your story is you wanted to be a teacher? Yeah, okay.
Looking into it, like understanding the time, but they manipulated me into doing criminal justice. They made it seem like I would be really good for that because like I was in foster care, so like I understand some of the like ins and outs of that and stuff, and just like who I am as a person. They made me believe that like criminal justice was like the right answer for me. I don't know why. So I was majoring in criminal justice, and it was a year into college. I ended up having to move across country, and I think it was like super hard for me because like as much as criminal justice wasn't my passion, I loved college. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was so fun. Like I put my mind to it, I set goals, and I did the damn thing. And I had all A's. I got 1B, and I felt like I got an F. Like I really got an F. Like I really was like on top of things. I just loved learning and I loved my classes. And one of my classes was actually psychology, and I had never felt such like passion. It was my favorite class. I loved every second of it. I did not want it to end, and unfortunately it did. But yeah, I ended up moving across country, and I stopped going to school because of that, because they did not have the college that I was going to, and they did not have criminal justice near me.
You literally went to an online college. Just because you moved meant nothing. Oh, that's right, because you started school with living with Casey, and then when they would no longer support you, you ran to Crystal and ultimately quit school since they would support you and your bad habits. There was no reason to quit. Every college has criminal justice, girl, come on.
But it didn't matter to me because I realized that criminal justice, A, was not my passion, and I just did not want to continue down a path of like major college debt if it was not my passion. So I decided that if I was going to go back to school, it was going to be for something different. And then I slowly started to realize maybe college isn't for me. So I ended up never going back to school. But I would say in the last like few years, I guess, I massively have been thinking more about like, if I was to go back to school, what would it be for and what would I do? Without a doubt, 100% psychology. That topic to me, learning it doesn't even feel like school. It doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like fun. Like I love psychology. It is so interesting to me. And that's how I know that like I'm passionate about it. And so I actually just a few days ago started a class online, or a course, a class, a course, same thing. And it has been a lot of fun so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It obviously does cost money, but it's not going to put me, it's not going to cost $30,000. So you do get like a diploma, a certificate, after you complete this class and you pass it or whatever. So I'm enjoying it so far. So that is something I wanted to update you guys on, because I just feel like I want to be more productive with my time. So obviously in every video, I want to have a P.O. box moment. So here it is. Alrighty, so we have an Amazon box here. Okay, so do we have a letter? Yes. The letter says, from Aliana, I hope I pronounced her name right. And she sent me Montreal steak seasoning. So random, but I love the random. I do want to request, don't send me food items, and I mean that in like the nicest way possible.
For once I can agree with something she has said. I honestly get this, and would feel the same way even though we might feel for different reasons. I would not want to receive food items either, in the mail especially. You never know what was done with is, and also, it can be very triggering when you are on a weight loss journey. Props to her for asking nicely.
All right, so the main part of this video, and what I'm really excited to share with you guys, is I have a massive weight loss surgery update. So I had my dietitian appointment. It was just a few days ago. I have one once a month for now. And it's just to see how I'm doing, talk to me about my progress, what more needs to be done, etc., etc. And this appointment, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I know you guys hate when I say this, but there is some things that are currently happening, like within everything, that I don't feel comfortable talking about right now. So there is pieces of my journey and my story missing that you guys are not hearing about, but I will tell you, I promise. I'm just not telling you yet. And the reason why I feel like I need to say that is because I don't want to feel like I'm lying to you guys, because I wanted to be so transparent in my whole journey with this, but I just feel like there are certain parts that I want to keep private now because it's going to help me. And that is my goal here.
More or less, I feel she knows people are catching on to her lies, and now she has to spread out the timeline of when everything is going to happen so it is more believable. Because what she currently has shared makes zero sense. Maybe she needs time to go back and watch her lies so she doesn't mess up what she says like she did before with Rain and Petals Eavesdrop.
Is to help me, and I want to improve. I want to better myself, whether that be physically or mentally. And I shouldn't have to explain myself, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there is parts of the story missing, and I'm trying my hardest to be as transparent as I can and to let you guys know as much as I can, okay? So my dietitian said that everything I'm doing is exactly right so far, and that I'm doing really good and I'm making progress where I can. And something she said actually made me feel better and validated. And she said the exact quote she said was, "What we expect from you and from all patients is imperfection. We do not expect perfection because we know that you aren't just going to be perfect. You're going to have slip ups. You're going to have mistakes." And that just made me feel so validated because, you know, I was super honest with her because I've had major setbacks recently. I have had slip ups, and there was a moment where I felt like, you know, maybe I wasn't going to get weight loss surgery. And obviously that moment passed really quickly, and it's not something I vocalized. But like I said, there's missing parts of the story that I will fill in for you guys in the future. I'm just not ready right now. So it just, I don't know, it just made me feel like a big weight was off my shoulder, because obviously, you know, I'm telling her like it is. Like I was like, you know what? I wasn't on track for a little bit and I'm back on track. And, you know, she understands that. And she was just like, we don't expect you to be perfect. And I don't know, it just made me feel really validated. So, but the really good news, honestly, in my opinion, this is amazing news, because as you guys know, I was told that I was going to have to wait a year for possible surgery. And that was kind of scary for me. And my dietitian had the appointment with the surgeon and all that type of deal. They've changed their minds. And that, oh God, I got kind of emotional. They have changed their minds because, like I said, there is bigger things happening that I can't discuss. And I feel like I keep saying that. I know a lot of people are going to be frustrated with me, but just please be patient. I promise everything is going to be out in the open eventually. I promise, okay? So just understand that what I'm telling you now is because I do want to share this journey, but what I'm holding back is because it's for my well-being, okay? So the new goal is they want me to show progress 3 to 4 months from now, just for 3 to 4 months. They just want to see progress. And I'm glad they came up with that decision, because waiting a whole year is a long time, I'm not gonna lie. And my appointment with the surgeon is coming up, and that's just going to be more him telling me more, like what he wants from me. I'm hoping he'll give me some weight loss goals and things like that. I'm just looking for more like obtainable, touchable goals that once I reach them, I can just like cross them off type of thing. So 3 to 4 months is drastically different than a year. So I feel very, very happy about that. And I know that I can show progress in that time, because I know that I have strength in me. I know I do. And I know that I got this. Like, I know that I do. And I know it's hard, but it's like, if I'm working towards a surgery that is going to change my life. You know, it has to start with me, and it has started with me. You know, just these last few months has been so stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It has been so stressful, and it's been confusing, and it's been hard, and it's been a lot. I could have done better. I could have done worse, you know, and now it's just like from this point on, all I can do is prove myself and show progress and do the best that I can with what I have now.